not doing a Friday fireside chat today, and yes, the surroundings are a little different. We're actually down in Hannibal, Missouri today, and for, well, until Monday, and we don't need a fire because it's already hot out. So yeah, what are we doing? Well, we're smoking some Mark Twain as per the occasion of where we are, and well, I bought another one of those loosey end pipes, and I don't know if you can see it. This one's green, but it has like details of brown in it, and then in the right light it's almost completely brown, so it's kind of cool. I know they're a cheaper pipe, but I've really been enjoying them in the way they fill and smoke, so I'm not displeased with my, once again, $24.99 purchase. And this is the first bowl through it, so I thought I'd break it in here in Hannibal with some Twain. And it's quite pleasant. And I'm going to say the Twain's really growing on me. And for Mark Twain, we're having a highball for breakfast. A little bit of Jameson and some water and some ice. Why? Because it's hot, and why? Because I'm over 21, and why? Well, because I can. Anyway, we are down here for, well, the Steampunk Festival again this year. We had so much fun last year. We came down with another extra person, actually, even. Con them into looking ridiculous for a whole weekend, and yeah, we well, that way, right on that side of me, is a Italiante, I believe, style Victorian house that we're staying in. It's gigantic, yeah, and it's called the Helm House here in Hannibal, and it was built in 1869 by John Helm, who actually kind of grew up in Kentucky with Abe Lincoln. Was kind of quite the entrepreneur. He was a railroad magnate here in Hannibal. He was a lawyer, a judge. I don't know if that's like double dipping there, and quite a few other things. Contractor. Yeah, so, but he built this house for his widowed daughter-in-law in 1869, and I don't know if that's because perhaps her husband was in the war between the states and perhaps perished. I don't know, but she had some children, and he supplied a house for them. It's called the Helm House here in Hannibal. You can look it up online, and I am going to give you a tour, so if you don't want to waste your time, the tour is not going to be today, but it will be next week. Because there's plenty to film inside. And yeah, and speaking of steampunk, bought a new haberdashery, and I'll show you. I'll take a picture at the end of this and put, I can't remember what it says on the, it's very old, I'm assuming. It's from London, and it's stamped like 38 North End Road, something hat company, not hat company, but I don't remember what it says. I'll put the picture in the end, okay? Give me a break. And I have been drinking this morning. Not a lot. This is the only one I'm gonna have. I just thought Twain would be proud, and I'm gonna head downtown anyway, get some coffee, a little bit of bite to eat, scope out the situation. Downtown's only about 2 blocks that way, the historic district, and well, actually from here we're up on the hill, and that way is Molly Brown's birthplace house, just 1 block up the street that way. But that way is, well, I can almost see the Mississippi and the tops of the skyscrapers in Hannibal. And no, there's no skyscrapers in Hannibal, but there's some taller buildings. Hannibal's somewhat like San Francisco if you've never been here. It's built on hills, and there's a lot of them. Very steep, very steep. So I hope everybody else's weekend's going great. Sorry, chewing my ice on camera. Probably doesn't sound all that good, but hopefully you can't hear me. So, I like these Lucien pipes. I really, really do. They're not the truest craftsmanship in the world, but they smoke great, and they really feel good in your hand. So, I don't know. I just don't know, but I might have a problem with them. Yeah. Sounds like somebody has a piece of equipment running up the street that's a little annoying right now, but they have a job and I don't, so kudos to them. We got down here last night, and my wife had to stay behind and work because, well, she has a job also. Kudos to her. And so we're down here, and she should be coming this evening with another friend of hers who has decided to also dress up like, well, a steampunk fool for the weekend. And I'm telling you, it's a very good time. I know it sounds ridiculous for a 50-year-old to play dress up, but I'm kind of digging it. So anyway, I'll probably put a few videos out of this whole adventure. Definitely this house. This house is well worth documenting. And yes, I did sleep with the lights on, Mrs. Hoot, if you're watching, because, well, and she knows why, because, well, I'm scared to death of old houses with creaky floorboards. And yeah, and the first thing I did when I got here last night, there's 4 bedrooms upstairs, huge, and we were picking out rooms. So I picked mine and Mrs. Hoot's room out. Hope she likes it when she gets here. I think I made a good choice. Anyway, I opened this door that I thought was like the closet. Oh, we got a friendly bumblebee this morning. This door that I thought was the closet. And I believe it must have been the old stair steps to the attic. So it's just kind of a long, probably 10-foot long, 3-foot wide space that they've painted. I don't know why they're not using it as a closet, I guess. And I opened this door, and somebody has placed a long door mount mirror against the far end wall. So when I opened the door, it was somewhat dark, but all I seen was this figure. And well, yeah, I slept with the lights on. Yeah, because, well, I don't like ghosts. Obviously, I don't like looking at myself in the mirror either. Especially in, well, houses with floorboards that creak. Anyway, I didn't see any ghosts. I didn't hear any creaking in the night, but the house is rather old, so it's got some creaks and moans in it when you're walking around. Anyway, enough of me rambling about cheap pipes and excessive heat warnings and old, possibly haunted houses and a grown man sleeping with the lights on. So I'm gonna get out of here, tip of my new old haberdashery, and don't forget to shake them jars. Catch you in the next one. Yada yada yada, and hasta luego and adios.